I love that event. It's quite a prestigious one, and I think he's capable of a lot. How he plays, of course, we don't know. And how Robertson plays, I don't think we know quite honestly either, because, you know, he never really allowed himself to flow into the match. And he only just made that. Quite a hard player to get a handle on, quite honestly, but he's, as we've seen, able to win.
Out, miss. Neil Robertson.
The line was good.
Championship. Going to be short. Robertson made 4 centuries in that match.
With the extra pace. And there's an example of it. It checked off the second cushion, didn't slide, and threw the cue ball wider. These are... Again, throwing a little wide, but there's more pace on this one.
Oh, miss.
Didn't quite get to see it. This time, he got the job done.
Millimetres, if that. Robertson ended up fighting back to win in the deciding frame. And the only home nations title he hasn't won is Northern Ireland. 4 in all, only Judd Trump. Mark Selby also has 4. He played exceptionally well earlier. And the winner of this match will play either the brand new shootout champion.
Not a lot of room there, but it seems to go.
7.
Extraordinary circumstances in the last 4 by Gary Wilson after Wilson needed 3 snookers, 9 frames.
21.
Again, pretty well controlled to finish in. And that was also pretty well played, nicely top side of the blue.
Year list, he's currently 5th, so he's looking good for all the Players Series events in the new year. So Robertson's got plenty of opportunity to reclaim his place among. Well, that's not gone to plan.
Proof of that, I think.
Neil Robertson, 33. One.
Yeah, just a couple of reds in the centre of the table frame. It's not been anything spectacular, but very solid and dependable.
Would need the blue to kill the frame. It's a long way back, clearly, for Fan, but there's still... Very good red.
what he played to move that red away from the pink.
It's what one outstanding week can do for your ranking position.
There were quite a few breaks above 70, 80 and 90 though. But no century, it was odd, but he eventually gave up.
14.
This would be some steel, but there's a lot to do, clearly. The remaining two reds awkward, yellow and brown likewise. And that had to go. Snooker's now required, and he's in behind the red.
Well, that'll be frame one for the Australian.
Seven. Robertson 7 and the frame.
Yes, Robertson seems to be queuing pretty well. Won that frame in bits and pieces. The former Scottish Open champion is on the board. He leads Fan.
Neil Robertson to break.
Neil Robertson dominating the opening frame. No big breaks, but the result never really looked in doubt, even though Fan had just a glimmer towards the back end of the frame. There were enough points there, but the balls were very awkward, and then he missed the black, which meant he needed snookers anyway. Robertson's brought a red down the table just to wear for his match. He had to borrow Dylan Emery's.
Lovely shot, wasn't it? Fan Zhengyi. I know you think, well, surely they should all be able to do that, but some are more capable than others. Nothing doing. Playing away again.
Tom Ford has taken the opening frame against Anthony Kowalski with a break of 68. The winner of that plays the winner of this in the last.
Again, very good, mid-range.
One.
But this is another good chance. Now, we saw that he got out of position early in the previous visit. Certainly someone who could upset Robertson.
So all of them ended in emphatic defeats. 5-1 to Williams at the British Open.
5.
A 5-0 loss at the hands of world champion Karen Wilson at the German State. This season's been pretty quiet to this point.
It's a really good shot, actually.
Eighteen.
Wow.
25.
Now this
I've said it before, but so many players you cue so just very left-eyed, favouring that eye completely.
32.
His best run this season was the tournament that Robertson won, the English Open. He made a 147 on his way to the round of 16, lost to Trump.
$39.
And this is
Zhengyi, 44.
that was a good break and a handy limb now, already 50 in front, easy starter.
Yes, he lost the safety battle there, Robertson. Pushed onto the red, hit it too thick, as you saw.
Four.
No, that always looked high.
Zhengyi, 4. One.
Wow, it seemed to take a very short time overplaying that. It was a little rush from Robertson, it felt.
Yeah, of course, when you're playing, you can miss any pot, and here he was looking to cannon that red away from the black, which he didn't really do all that. Never there, was it? We were right behind the line of it.
Best you were back to clear up here. And maybe that old confidence, the old swagger back. Even for someone as good as him. A very presentable chance to steal.
8.
Yes, he's purposely played difficult pot, positionally gone. Yeah, that's what he's tried. I know there's...
16.
Well, he couldn't do that. Didn't feel it was even worth the risk, but he hasn't got the snooker, so... Well, certainly, whether Robertson wins his frame or not from here, he's favourite now. We'll see.
5.
We've had 5 matches today, one by whitewash.
8.
But as you say, some of those have not been as one-sided as the score suggests. Stuart Carrington played pretty well against Mark Selby, should probably have won the second frame of that one. Lost 4-0.
12.
Neil Robertson had the initial chance to steal, couldn't take it. Was away from 2-0, and that will be a serious blow to Fan, who played nicely in this frame, made an initial, looks like costing him.
23.
To double his lead.
30.
And these are the frames that always feel as though they count for a little bit more, because Fan Zhengyi will feel he should have won it. Robertson 2-0 up and was able to punish by clearing the colours after Fan had left a red over the pocket in playing safe. So Robertson in control, but 2-0 up.
Robertson 4.
Very odd shot to play, wasn't it? Obviously, he tried to hit the red in bold, but you know, it's an odd thing, isn't it? It's almost like the red wasn't there, and he was playing on multiple cushions to hit the bunch. I've seen that a lot, where players could have put their opponent back in and eventually take the shot player ahead of him. So, not dissimilar to last season when Mark Allen won the shootout, and it got him.
Ford was. Side of the table and over the pocket, I should say.
Yeah, he was on the walk, wasn't he? And that's the sort of walk that you see.
One. Neil Robertson, 1.
Fans making a few too many safety errors at the moment.
Bit of an angle on this pink.
Neil Robertson.
Shouldn't have missed it.
One.
This feels like a must-win frame for Fan. He'll feel that it.
Well, he won't get many better leaves than this. I mean, this really is absolute.
But he won title. Practices at Victoria's Academy in Sheffield, of course.
$21.
Previously.
$27.
Superb clearance in the shootout last week to beat Hossein Vafai.
33.
Now the only red that was causing me any problem is a good chance, this one.
41.
Robertson had the open frame in disappointing circumstances. Robertson hasn't really played convincingly yet. So there's definitely
49.
But that was
63. $69. 70.
He's such an attractive player to watch. He gets on with it, Fan.
78.
Very instinctive sort of player, great potter. His safety's been a little ragged at times this evening, but given this chance, he's taken it very well and very swiftly. No century, but he matched his tally of 12 from last season with plenty of snooker still to play, but he's right back in the match. That excellent break of 84 from Fan Zhengyi halves the deficit. Neil Robertson now leading 2 frames to 1. Former champion breaking off in frame 4. He leads 2-1. He's not really fired as yet. His highest break, a modest 33. Mr. Pink in the previous frame, and that allowed Fan Zhengyi to get back into the match with a fluent 84 break. So 2-1, 4 of course. It's their 5th meeting. Robertson leading the head-to-head 3-1. Including that pulverising performance at this season's International Championship in Nanjing when he won 6-0 with 4 centuries. Irritated by the yellow on this red, Robertson. Yeah, and didn't get close really. How was the cue ball clung on to the rim of the pocket there? It looked That's all he could do, really, just play the containing shot into the searching for his best.
Well, that's exactly the shot that Fan Zhengyi was knocking in all the way through that. Well, stats tell you 3 from 7, but stats can often be a little misleading.
Yeah, so Fan will feel as though if he can level this up, he's got a great chance tonight to bag a major scalp.
Well, I don't know what happened there. I mean, I'd like to see that again because I'm not sure if it jumped out because he hit down on the cue ball and then it sort of seemed to jump. I mean, everything went up in the air, didn't it, there? I think he did miss it, but...
Very scratchy at the moment from Robertson. An easy starter that Fan left him, but immediately he's out of position.
No, Robertson, 1.
Getting them in ones at the moment. This time you feel that he will play the blue. He's looking at it, and if it was to go in, then he would be on the left-hand red from the right of the table with the cue ball.
It's much better from Robertson. He cued that very smoothly, which has not been necessarily the case. It's also a tester.
Seven.
Early.
A bit of on the pink.
$19.
Well, it was a bit of a struggle, that break. Robertson did quite well to keep it going as long as he did, but never really... Oh, nowhere near.
It was makeable, but it was, well, easy for me now to say, but missable. The reds were far enough apart and they weren't in.
Pretty messy table now. Reds clustered close to the side. What a pot! That is stunning, and as Neil mentioned, when he had that extraordinary run to the title at the European Masters, we were seeing a lot of this, but what a strike that is.
He's absolutely deadly at that shot. Seen it for a long time, even when he's struggling. And he is struggling a bit tonight. I mean, that kiss could have worked out better, although I think the red below the pink... Well, I don't know if it goes or not, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't worth a look.
Zhengyi, 6.
We've just seen a tremendous clearance on table 2 from Poland's Anthony Kowalski from 50-odd behind against Tom.
It's another terrific pot. Yeah, for fear of repeating myself, I watched Kowalski at the shootout practicing, and he's a beautiful ball striker. I know I've said this a couple of times, but not sure to beat the informed Tom Ford. But anyway, that's a different issue.
4.
The issue here is
5.
This has been a difficult frame because of the awkwardness of the balls, and there's still a long way to go.
$12.
Onto the black. No,
20.
just drop it in. And that's good as well. Providing the red holds up that he would like. Has to play it. Yeah. Sort of shot. I don't think he's in one of his favourites, and he didn't really want to be playing.
So that's a lead off for Robertson, and this would be another big frame to steal, and it would be a steal. 3-1, frankly, with taking your chances, and of course Robertson is a past master at doing that. That's why he's one of the modern greats.
$9.
The brown into play here. Well, he tried it, and quite honestly,
16.
it was not good. The only thing that
$19.
well, anybody's frame now. So, absolutely anybody's his frame of these two.
You would have fancied getting that, Fan, given what a great long podder he is.
It's the only real hope that Fan has got.
$4. $9.
So nil roll that would be for him, because his highest break is still just 33, and Fan could easily be leading by that scoreline himself. He'll be wondering how he's not, frankly. But Robertson's been a bit more ruthless, and he leads 3-1 at the end of these frames. Fan could easily have been 3-1 up himself, perhaps should have been. So now it's a big task for him to win 3 in a row.
1.
Yeah, he got the cue ball round almost too well. He did one of these earlier, which Snooker, but Not on that occasion. It settled for the scoreline of 3-1 in this opening match for him. It's not all about breaks, but it's nice when you're making them.
A couple of much better looking long pots from Rob. He's just saying to our referee, Peter Ogburn, that he thinks the pink might go on the black spot rather than in behind the pack.
Two high-value colours out of play for now. So
8.
I think he's got no choice here, because it means he's going to the top of the ball. Surely at some point.
14. 20. 26.
To me. Play it very slowly. Something all along.
26. Zhengyi 5.
It looked as though it might just...
I think he thought it might do that, sort of squeeze in off the other.
Four.
What's he's not far behind, and that is something in his favour, because he wouldn't. That is
13.
one way. That'll do him. Nice.
Fairly easy red for Robertson to then clear the colours to win it. And then the 84 break, which got him back in the match. Well, it was very close, and oh goodness, he's left the red up.
One. Now Robertson 5.
Well, he should be. Is he hard enough? Might just make it, but perfect. He's in this match, Fan. He's 3-1 down, but you said that if he could win this frame, he could easily still win the.
Kowalski well ahead in the 6th, but Ford's back at the table. Oh, he's caught the black, Robertson.
Out, miss.
And the pink.
And he needs 7.
Different shot this time. Just looking to lay into it. Oh, double kiss. That's not good for Robertson. This is a chance now for Fan. Fan is normally great from distance. Sink this one. Look at the action he gets on the cue ball. That is tremendous ball striking.
1.
If anything, he's hit it too well.
Well, they're away from their spots. A chance to just get this match won in, yeah, for a moment, wasn't it, for Fan? It was close because the...
You'll feel as though this scoreline, and if it is now to be 4-1 for Robertson
5.
and victory, doesn't though. It's not often
9.
you win a match by 4, but he only needs the pink and he'll be through. And there it is. Neil Robertson's won the match. 4-1 doesn't begin to tell the tale. It wasn't convincing from Robertson. It's been a very frustrating evening for the former European Masters champion Fan Zhengyi. But Robertson will certainly take it in his bid to get back into by 4 frames to 1.